Yeah. So what we discussed in the previous class, guys, we discussed about the user administration, right? So today we'll discuss about the file and directory permissions, guys. So what we will discuss? So today we'll discuss about the directory and file and directory permissions. So file and directory permissions, you already know, right? So how you can recognize a file, something like hyphen equal to file, D equal to directory. The first letter D equal to directory, L is nothing but a link file, right? You already know. So the permissions of a file and directory. So file or a directory permissions will be decide of who can do what on that a file or a directory. What on that file or a directory. So every or file or directory will have three types of permissions. What is that? Three types of permissions. So one is something like a read or indicates R, and the numeric format is 4. And the second one is write. What is that? So write is nothing but a W. Uh, the character format is W, and the numeric format is 2. And the third one is execute permissions. Which permission, guys? Execute permission. X is the character format, and so what is that? Numeric format is one is the numeric format. So in Linux, file directory permissions are divided into three sections. So in Linux, file or directory permissions are divided divided into three sections. Divided into three sections. So one is user permissions. One is user permissions, or something like a first three characters. First three characters. The second one is nothing but a group permissions. What is that? The second one is group permissions. So this is also character 5, 5, 6. And the third one is other permissions. What is that? Other permissions. I will tell you, guys. I will tell you. Character 7, 8, and 7, 8, and 9, guys. These are the first three characters are the user permissions, then group permissions, then other permissions. So for example, RWX, RWX, RWX. What is that? The first three permissions are related to user permissions. The second three are related to group. The the third the third one is other permission. Other permissions is nothing but a these last three, guys. Right? Yeah, I will show it in the paint, then you will understand. What is this? So this is the file permissions, guys. What this is, guys? So this is a file permissions, guys. File or directory permissions. right? So what is it? RWX, 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 file or direct. Right, guys. So this is the permission. This is the permission of a file or a directory. So what these three are? So the first one is related to user or owner permissions. The second one is related to group permissions. Third one is related to other permissions. What is that, guys? The first one is related to user user permissions. The second one is related to group permissions. The third one is related to others. The third one is related to others. So for example, guys, mm, exactly what was start. For example, you logged in as a root user. Which user? You logged in as a root user. Who is the user or owner? Owner is, for example, root is the owner. Who is the group? So, for example, root or Hari. Hari is the related to the DevOps group. So, the groups also having the RWX permissions. Others. So, apart from user, so the remaining people having the access of the file or directory. The remaining people having access the file or directory. 107. 14, 192.168.0.107. What is that? Root password in thread hash. Change settings, appearance, change, bold, 18. Yes, now you are able to see, right? I logged in as a user. So for example, mkdir hmm, class one. So I'm creating a file, guys. So right, you see this class one directory and class or something like bluejtech.txt. Guys, here you see, yeah, here you see something like what is the owner permissions, guys, for RW permissions and the group permissions are R and other permissions are R. So here, so hyphen is nothing but a denied permission, zero permissions. Okay. So R W X R is nothing but a 4, write is nothing but a 2, and X is executable is nothing but a 1, guys. So this is the permissions of a owner. So who is the owner for this file? Root is the owner for this file. Who is the group for this file? So root is a group for this file. Who are the others? So others are something like Hari or something like okay, Satish or Kirti or whoever. So right, understood, guys. So this is the a directory or a file permission. So whenever you create a file, right? So which permissions we got? Something like here you see, guys. What is the permission in the character format? For example, in the so read equal to 4, 4 plus 2 plus so 1 equal to what is that? A 7. So again here also 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 4. Sorry, 7. Here also 4 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 7 permissions. Okay. So here, so a file or directory having the 777 permissions. What is that? 777 is nothing but a full permission. So what is that? So 777 is nothing but a full permission. So everyone having all the accesses. So 777 is nothing but a full permission. So okay. Yeah. So here you check it. So what are the permissions here? So for the user, first hyphen is nothing but a file. First three characters RWX 4 plus 2 plus 0 equal to 6. The next 4 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 4. The next others are 4 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 4. So what is the permissions we have for this file? So this file is having 644 permissions. Which permissions, guys? 644 permissions. How it will get 644 permissions? So for example, if it is a directory, so by default, which permissions will get? RWX 4 plus 2 plus 0 equal to, yeah, sorry, 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 7. So next, so RWX R-X. R-X means 4 plus 0 plus hyphen is nothing but a 0, guys. You can remember that. So hyphen is nothing but a 0. 4 plus 0 plus, so 1 equal to 5. So again 4 plus 0 plus 1 equal to 5. So what is the permissions, guys? So by default, 755 permissions, we get 755 permissions. So when you create a normal user, and as a normal user, if you are creating a file or directory, which permissions we will get it, guys. So which permissions? So we will get it. How we are getting these default permissions? So, yeah. So what is that, guys? So the default permissions are based on that umask value. What is that? Umask value is nothing but a user mask value. So user mask value. So user mask value is different for root user, and the normal user. What is that? So root user and normal user. So root user umask value is 002. Sorry, 022. What is the umask value of the and 002? So what is the umask value of a root user? So the umask value of the root user is 022 and the normal user umask value is 002. Based on this, we are getting a default permissions. So for example, a root user. This is the root user, right? So what we will get as a directory, we will get the 755 permissions. 755 permissions. So how you can get it? So what is the full permissions, guys? Full permission is 777. And what is the umask value for the root user? 022. Right, guys? Yeah, you guys can subtract from 777. What is that? 755. Guys, now you understood how we will get the how we will get the default permission if you create as a directory. So for example, a file will take it as a 666, guys. What is this? 666 and 022. So how much, guys? 644. What is that, guys? 644. So as a root user, so what is the default value? Default value for a directory is 755. As a file, 644, guys. What is that? So for a directory, So we are getting the 755 as a file. We are getting the 644. 644 guys. Guys, now we understood. So how we are getting the default permissions? Yeah, we have the default permissions. Is there any possibility to change the permissions? Yeah. So we can change the permissions. So we can change the permissions by using chmod command. What is that? Chmod is nothing but a change mode. What is nothing but why? Change mode of the permissions. We can use the chmod command to change the permission. So what is the command, guys? So command is chmod. The same like as a normal user. What is which user, guys? Normal user. So what is the umask value of a normal user? 002, guys. 002. Yes, you iPhone Hari is there, right? Yeah. So I'm in the Hari user, guys. Mm, Touch Hari.txt mkdir Hari ls ls. Yeah, guys. So what are the permissions we are getting while creating a directory? rrw 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 7, and same 4 plus 2 plus 1 equal to 7, and r hyphen x 4 plus 2 4 plus 0 plus 1 equal to what is that? 5. So what is the permissions we get? So 775 permissions. What is that, guys? 775 while creating a directory. So by default, how much? What is the permission you are getting? You are getting a 755 permissions. 755 permissions. So for a normal user, for a normal use for a file, what is that? RW hyphen 4 plus 2 plus 0 equal to 6. Again, 4 plus 2 plus 0 equal to 6, and 4 plus 0 plus 0 equal to 4. So what is the permission, guys? So the permission is 664. While creating a directory, so we will get the by default we will get 755 permissions. So as a file, we will get the 644 permission. 644 permissions. Let's see how we are getting these 775 permissions and 664 permissions as a directory. So we can use the full permission is the 777. So we can minus from the umask value. So how much we will get? 775. So this is the permission for the. So if you create a directory by default as a normal user, so we will get these permissions. We will get this permission. Okay. So if you create a file, so what is that? 666 is the permission. 002. So what is the permissions, guys? 664. Now you understood how we are getting these permissions by default because of umask value. Because of umask value, so we are getting these permissions. Yeah, I want to change a file or directory permissions as a root user or a normal user. So how we can change it? So we can change it by using the chmod command. What is that? Chmod command. How you can change it by using chmod? For example, 777 file or directory. File or directory. We can give the file or directory. So for example, file. So for example, a directory. So a directory contains a directory, and that directory contains the a directory. In that directory having a file. The directory having a file. For example, hurry.txt. Hurry.txt. So I want to change the permissions. I want to change the permissions to this directory and this directory also and this directory. In this directory having a hurry.txt. I want to change all the directories and subdirectories and files and folders. Right? So files and directories. So how we can change it? So if you use chmod 777 file or directory or a directory, it will change only the parent directory. It will change the only the parent directory of a file permission. So I want to change it entire files, subfile, the directories, subdirectories, and the files also. So what is the command? The command is so we can execute chmod hyphen capital R. Hyphen capital R is nothing but a recursive mode. So hyphen capital R is a hyphen capital R is a recursive mode. It will change the directories and subdirectories and within the directories having a file or directory. So right, it will change all the permissions by using the recursive mode. By using a recursive mode. Guys understood? Guys understood?
Yes, bro. Yeah.
Yes, right. So, for example, if you want to execute the shell, if you want to run the shell script, so by default we didn't get the execute permissions. I want to give the permissions. So we can change the permissions by using a numeric format or something like a character format. So, what are the characters? Read, write, execute. So, for example, I want to give the execute permissions. Yeah. So add execute, add execute permission for user. So what is the add execute permissions, guys? Chmod u plus x. I want to execute permissions for the user. How you can give u plus x in file name? What is that? U plus x and file name. Add execute permission for a group. You want to give a group permission. So add execute permissions for the group. How you can give it? Chmod g plus x group x a file name or a directory name. Okay. So the same way. So remove write permissions for a group. I want to give the permissions and I want to remove the permissions. So I want to remove the permission for a group. You can use remove write permissions for group. So how we can get chmod g minus w file. Okay. So add write execute permissions for the others. How you can add write and execute permissions. So for a group. So what is the permissions, guys? Chmod others plus wx. What is that? Wx file name, file or a directory name. Okay. So I add write permissions for others. So add write permissions for others. Something like I want to change it to two files at a time. So I want to change it to two files for the. So what is the command mode? Chmod o plus others, right? O plus 0. Sorry, o plus w. Here also o plus w file 1, file 2. You can give 3 or 4 also. Is understood? So this is nothing but a permission. So we can also represent the file permissions for numeric also, right? We already know the numeric format, right? So numeric format, we can represent file permissions with numeric numbers also. Right, you already know. Chmod 777 file name chmod hyphen capital of 777 file name. It will change the sub files and directories. Chmod. For example, 765 want to change the 765 a file or directory. So here also a file or directory. Here also a file or directory. We can change it. Yes, understood. Yeah. So this is nothing but a file permissions changes. What this is? This is nothing but a file permissions. This is nothing but a user group others, right? And so when we here you see, yeah, what these two permissions root. So one is a owner. So one is the owner, and another one is the group permissions. What these two? So one is a owner and the other one is a group permissions. What is this? First one is the owner and the second one is the group permissions. I want to change the owner permissions or I want to change the group permissions. How we can change it? So for these permissions, we can use the chmod. So for these permissions, so we can use the for this. So we can use the command as chmod. How you can change it? Chmod is the command. So for this purpose, we can use the can use the which mode, guys? Own. Change ownership. So who is the owner and group? So chgrp is nothing but a change group. chgrp. Say change group and change owner. So change mode. What these three commands are? The three commands are chmod, ch ch1, ch group. So these are the three commands for changing the owner, mode, and group, guys. Changing owner and mode and group. Guys, understood? Yeah. So how you can change the how you can change the ownership? Ch own. So what is ch own? Ch own command is used to change the file ownership. What is that? So final ownership. So we can see owner of the file using ls hyphen lrt or ll command. ll command. Okay. So how we can change something like a ch1. So we can, what is that? User colon group file. File name or a directory name. File array, a directory name. So how you can change it? You can change it by using the ch1. So we can use I want to change as a Hari colon something like a root. File name is hari.txt. Hari.txt. We can change it. Right. So I want to change the group ownership. How you can change the group ownership? Cho. We can change the group ship also from here also. Ch1 colon group name and the file name. So ch1 group Hari file name. Okay. So guys understood? So we can change the file name, ownership on GH group, chgrp also we can use it. Okay. And question. So what is the question, guys? What is what is the difference? What is the difference between chmod and chown commands? So what is the difference between chmod and chmod commands? Chmod command is used for managing file permissions. File permissions. Chown. So what is this, guys? Chown is nothing but it is used for managing file ownership. It is used for managing file ownership. Guys, understood? So this is nothing but a file or group permission. A file or a group permissions. Guys, understood? Satish?
Yes, bro. Yeah, understood.
Yeah. The next is nothing but a networking commands. What are the commands? Networking commands.
Here I have
So
one
what
more.
is?
I have a
Yeah,
question here
yeah.
regarding that umask value.
Mm.
So umask. So everyone, Kirti understand Telugu, right?
Ah,
ఇది మన umask వాల్యూ మనం
mm.
ఎలా చేంజ్ చేస్తాం మనం సిహెచ్ మోడ్ -r 775 అని ఇస్తాం కదా
అవునవును.
umask. అప్పుడు
ఐఫన్ఆర్ అంటే ఫోల్డర్ సబ్ ఫోల్డర్స్ లో కూడా
అవును
వర్తిస్తుంది.
అవును
జస్ట్ నాకు
అయితే
పేరెంట్ కి ఒకటికి కావాలి అంటే యూ కెన్ యూజ్ chmod
మోడ్
కమాండ్ వితౌట్ ఐఫన్ఆర్.
అయితే ఇక్కడ మన డైరెక్టరీకి అయితే 022 బై డిఫాల్ట్, ఫైల్ కి అయితే 022 కదా, 0
నా రూట్ యూజర్ కి 022
022, నార్మల్ యూజర్ కి 002. అయితే ఇక్కడ
002.
ఇక్కడ ఏంటంటే ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఇక్కడ మన ఐహెచ్ఎస్, మన అపాచీ కానీ ఐహెచ్ఎస్ కానీ లాగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి అనుకోండి, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ లాగ్స్.
లాగ్స్ ఉన్నాయి.
లాగ్స్ అయితే ఇప్పుడు మేము ఐహెచ్ఎస్ మేము క్రియేట్ చేస్తాము, అప్లికేషన్ టీమ్ వాళ్ళకి మన సర్వర్లో యాక్సెస్ ఉంటుంది. కానీ మనకేంటంటే ఫస్ట్ మేము లాగ్స్ క్రియేట్ అయిన తర్వాత మేమే చూడగలము, వాళ్ళు చూడలేరు. సో
ఎస్ సార్.
మేము లాగ్స్ చెక్ చేస్తాము, మాకు పర్మిషన్స్ ఇవ్వండి అంటే మేము 775 పర్మిషన్స్ ఇస్తాము. కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే ఆ రోజు లాగ్ చూసుకుంటారు, నెక్స్ట్ డేకి కొత్త లాగ్ క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది కదా, ఆ కొత్త లాగ్ డిఫరెంట్ పర్మిషన్స్ తో క్రియేట్ అయితే వాళ్ళు చూడలేరు. సో అప్పుడు యూమాస్క్ వాళ్ళు ఎలా చేంజ్ చేయాలి? అప్పుడు సిహెచ్ మోడ్ కొడితే వర్క్ అవ్వట్లేదు కదా, అంటే కొత్తగా క్రియేట్ అయ్యే లాగ్ను కూడా మనం ఎట్లా చేయాలి? ఎందుకంటే
అప్పుడు
ప్రతిరోజు
ఒక
వాళ్ళకి మనం
స్క్రిప్ట్
పర్మిషన్స్ ఇవ్వలేం కదా.
అవునవును. అప్పుడు ఆ డైరెక్టరీకి పర్మిషన్ ఇవ్వచ్చు అనమాట మనం.
అలా ఇస్తే కొత్తగా క్రియేట్ కాబడే లాగ్స్ కి కూడా ఆ పర్మిషన్స్ వర్తిస్తుందా? క్రియేట్ అవ్వబోయే లాగ్స్, రేపు క్రియేట్ అవ్వబోయే లాగ్స్ కూడా
వర్తిస్తుంది. సో chmod 777 అని ఇచ్చిన సో ఐఫన్ఆర్ ఇస్తే అవి ఎగ్జాక్ట్ గా ఆ ఫైల్ కి ఆ పర్మిషన్ ఉంటుంది కంపల్సరీ. ఒకసారి ఏం చెక్ చేస్తావు అంటే ఇప్పుడు ఏదైతే డైరెక్టరీ ఉందో ఆ డైరెక్టరీ ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ chmod -r అని ఇచ్చి 775 ఇస్తావు. ఓకేనా? అది క్రియేట్ చేసేది ఎవరు? ఏ యూజర్ ద్వారా క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది?
రూట్, అది రూట్ ఆర్ వాస్ అడ్మిన్.
సో రూట్ యూజర్ ద్వారా కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది. సో chmod -r 777 ఉంది కదా, 777 కాదు 775 ఇస్తావు ఆ డైరెక్టరీకి. సో డైరెక్టరీకి ఇచ్చినప్పుడు ఆ ఓకే రూట్ ద్వారా కనెక్ట్ పాసిబుల్ కాదు. సో ఎందుకంటే అది రూట్ ద్వారానే క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది కదా. అది ఫైల్ ఆర్ డైరెక్టరీ ఎలా క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది?
రూట్ యూజర్ ద్వారానే క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది.
రూట్ యూజర్ ద్వారానే క్రియేట్ అవుతుంది. రూట్ యూజర్ ద్వారా క్రియేట్ అప్పుడు ఆ ఫైల్ కి ఏం పర్మిషన్ వస్తుంది?
755. అంటే అక్కడ మనకు 755 అంటే రీడ్ పర్మిషన్ వస్తుంది కదా, ఎందుకంటే వాళ్ళు లాగ్స్ చూస్తారు.
చూస్తారు.
కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే మాకు రీడ్ పర్మిషన్ ఉండట్లేదు వాళ్ళకి 755 కాకుండా వేరే.
సో ఫైల్ కి డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటది, డైరెక్టరీకి డిఫరెంట్ గా ఉంటది.
ఇది అయితే మనం అనుగుణంగా చేంజ్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 755 బదులు వేరే యూమాస్క్ వాళ్ళు సెట్ చేసుకోవచ్చు కదా.
సెట్ చేయొచ్చు.
అది ఓకే. ఎందుకంటే మనకు కావాల్సింది ఏంటంటే ఈరోజు సెకండ్ కదా, థర్డ్ ఫోర్త్ క్రియేట్ కాబోయే లాగ్స్ కూడా మనం ఇప్పుడు సెట్ చేసిన యూమాస్క్ వాళ్ళే రావాలి. ఎందుకంటే అప్లికేషన్ టీం వాళ్ళు మనల్ని కాంటాక్ట్ అయ్యే ముందు ఒకసారి లాగ్స్ చూసుకుంటారు వాళ్ళు. వాళ్ళకి
అవునవునవును.
ఎవరు
నాకు
యాక్సెస్ ఉంది.
పర్మిషన్ లేదని చెప్తారు.
అయితే మనం
లేదంటే ఒక
ప్రతిసారి
పని
వాళ్ళని
చేయొచ్చు. యాక్చువల్‌గా బై డిఫాల్ట్‌గా సో 755 క్రియేట్ అవుతది. నువ్వు రీడ్ యూజర్ ద్వారా క్రియేట్ అయితే. సో
హ్మ్.
దాని తర్వాత నువ్వు చేంజ్ చేయగలుగుతావు.
అదే
అవునా?
అయితే అవును. అయితే
సో ఏం చేస్తావంటే ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్ రాసుకొని
హ్మ్.
జస్ట్ ఒక చిన్న స్మాల్ స్క్రిప్ట్ రాసి ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్ ఎప్పుడు క్రియేట్ అవుతది ఫైలు?
దానికి లాగ్ రొటేషన్ పద్ధతి ఉంటది.
లాగ్ రొటేషన్ ఉంటది కదా!
ఇప్పుడు
సో ఫర్
అవును.
ఎగ్జాంపుల్ 12:00 అవుతదనుకో. ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్
యాహ్!
రాసుకొని ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్‌లో జస్ట్ చమోడ్ ఆ ఫైల్ ఎప్పుడైతే 12:00 క్రియేట్ అవుతది. లాగ్
హ్మ్.
రొటేషన్ ద్వారా.
హ్మ్.
ఎవ్రీ డేకి చేంజ్ అవుతూ ఉంటది. ఆ
ఓకే.
12 తర్వాత నైట్ అంటే వాళ్ళు చూడరు కాబట్టి 1:00 2:00 జస్ట్ ఫైల్‌కి చమోడ్ ఇచ్చి ఒక ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్ డైలీ రన్ అయ్యేటట్టు చేసుకోవచ్చనమాట.
ఇప్పుడు మన
అర్థమైందా?
యాహ్! చమోడ్ అనే కాకుండా యూమాస్క్ అనే డైరెక్ట్ అప్లై చేయడం రాదా అట్లా? యూమాస్క్
అహా! రాదు. యూమాస్క్ అనేది ఇది డిఫాల్ట్ వాల్యూ.
ఓకే.
సో, ఇక్కడ అర్థమైందా? సో, నువ్వు రూట్
ఓకే.
యూజర్‌గా క్రియేట్ చేస్తే కంపల్సరీ ఇదే వస్తది. దాని తర్వాత నువ్వు
డిఫాల్ట్
చేంజ్ చేసుకోవాలనుకుంటే వి కెన్ యూజ్ చమోడ్
చమోడ్.
కమాండ్.
ఓకే. ఓకే. నార్మల్‌గా పర్మిషన్స్ చేంజ్ చేయడమే ఈ లెక్కన.
నార్మల్‌గా పర్మిషన్ చేంజ్
పర్మిషన్
చేయటం.
చేంజ్ ఓకే. యాహ్! థాంక్ యూ.
అండర్‌స్టూడా?
యాహ్! యాహ్!
జస్ట్ నువ్వేంటంటే ఒక ఎస్‌హెచ్ కమాండ్ మన క్రాన్ జాబ్ ఐడియా ఉంది కదా నీకు క్రాన్ ట్యాబ్.
యాహ్!
సో,
అంటే
క్రాన్ ట్యాబ్‌లో జస్ట్ ఒక స్క్రిప్ట్ రాసి ఆ స్క్రిప్ట్‌లో ఏం చేస్తావంటే సో, నీకెప్పుడైతే క్రియేట్ అవుతదో ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ నువ్వు అక్కడ చూస్తే అర్థమవుతది. ఎల్ఎల్ కమాండ్ కొడితే ఎప్పుడైతే డేట్ మారంగానే లాగ్ రొటేట్ ద్వారా నీకు ఇంకో ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ అవుతది. అవునా? లాగ్ ఫైల్.
అవును.
డే బై
కరెక్ట్.
డే ఇంకా సో, ఎగ్జాక్ట్ 12:00 అది లాగ్ రొటేట్ అనేది జరిగి నీకు వేరే ఫైల్ క్రియేట్ అయిపోతది ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా.
అవును.
అవునా? సో, నువ్వు
అవును.
ఏదైతే 12:00 కాకుండా 2:00 అప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తావంటే నువ్వు ఏదైతే క్రియేట్ అయిన ఫైల్ ఉందో, ఆ ఫైల్‌కి ఇది క్రాన్ జాబ్ రన్ అవ్వాలని చెప్తావు.
అవును. ఓకే.
ఏం రన్ అవ్వాలి? చమోడ్ 775 ఆ ఫైల్ నేమ్.
యాహ్!
ఓకే. ఇది కమాండ్ ఇస్తావు. సో, ఈ కమాండ్ ఇచ్చినప్పుడు నువ్వేమవుతది ఆటోమేటిక్‌గా ఆ 2:00 అప్పుడు ఏమవుతదంటే ఈ కమాండ్ ఈ షెల్ అనేది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతది. ఈ షెడ్యూల్ జాబ్ అనేది ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతది. అప్పుడేమవుతది ఆ ఫైల్‌కి ఆ పేరు మెన్షన్ వచ్చిద్ది. ఇంక నువ్వు పద్దాకల వాళ్ళు నిన్ను అడగాల్సిన పనుండదు.
యెస్. కరెక్ట్. క్రాన్ ట్యాబ్‌లో పెట్టేస్తే ఆ టైం
ఆ
కల్లా
క్రాన్
క్రాన్
ట్యాబ్‌లో ఆ టైం
ట్యాబ్
కల్లా
ఎగ్జిక్యూట్
అది
అవుద్ది.
ఎగ్జిక్యూట్ అవుతది. సో,
ఓకే.
వాళ్ళింక నిన్నేమి అడగకుండానే నువ్వు డైరెక్ట్‌గా చేసేసేయొచ్చు.
ఓకే బ్రో. యాహ్! థాంక్ యూ.
అండర్‌స్టూడా?
యాహ్! యాహ్!
ఓకే. ఓకే. సో, విల్ కంటిన్యూ ఫ్రమ్ టుమారో. నెట్వర్కింగా? నెట్వర్క్ చెప్తాను. యాహ్! సో, ద నెట్వర్కింగ్ కమాండ్స్. సో, వాట్ ఈస్ నెట్వర్కింగ్? యాక్చువల్లీ ఇదొక పెద్ద ఇది. బట్ ఐ విల్ గివ్ యూ షార్ట్ కమాండ్స్. ఓకే. నెట్వర్కింగ్ కమాండ్స్. సో, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్? ఇఫ్ కాన్ఫిగ్. I want to see the IP address of your server. So this command is used to get IP address of our mission. What is that? Get IP address of our mission, right? This is the command. Or else you can use IP space A. IP space A is nothing but IP A is nothing but IP address. If command, if config, it will execute. Sometimes it will not execute. Yeah, we need to install that command. Or else if you use IP space A, IP space A, you will get the IP address. IP space A. This command also get the IP address. IP address of your mission. IP address of your mission. Okay. What is a ping command? What is the command ping, guys? Ping, it is used to check the connectivity. We have a connectivity from, it is used to check the connectivity between your system and connectivity between your system and what is the syntax, guys? The syntax is ping IP address. Ping IP address or ping host name. For ping host name is nothing but a DNS name. DNS name. Right. So these are the two commands to example is example. Example is nothing but a you can ping 192.168. 168.0.107 our IP address, or else something like ping google.com. So google.com is the host name. Guys, understood? What is that? So for example, in your command prompt, in your CMD, what this is? This ping is nothing but are you getting the, are you able to connect? So this is your Windows or Linux. Windows or Linux mission. So do you have a connection between these two servers? Are you able to access this server or not by using ping? Something like this is our server 192 dot, so 168.56.0.107. This is the IP address of our server. So are you able to ping this server from your laptop? So what is that ping? 192 dot, so 168.0.107, right? And so what is that? So ping, I'm able to get the reply. I'm able to get the reply, but I'm unable to access the 22 port number. 22 port number. So I'm unable to access the 22 port number. How you can check it? So if we are getting the access or not, so by using telnet. What is that? Telnet IP address. So 192.168.0.107 port number 22. Then if you are able to get the whatever the port number we want to check, are able to access it or not. So by using telnet command. Was it? So by using telnet command, we can get the access or not with the port number. For example, if I want to get the access for HTTP, so for 80 number or 443, we can check the telnet. So we can check the telnet, guys. Something like telnet. What is the IP address? 192 dot ping. First we will check the ping, right? Ping 192.168.0.107. Yeah. What is this? So something like if you are able to access this server, it will get the reply. It will get the reply. So if you are not able to access, let's check. We'll get the request timeout. Yeah, you see? So destination is destination host unreachable here. So the destination host is reachable. The destination host is reachable. Understood? Yeah. So I want to get a 22 port number is enabled or not. So by using telnet 192.168.0.107. So which port number? So the 22 port number. Yeah. So we get the, so which access? So something like this is the access. Yeah, I got the access. Control, close of braces. Yeah, escape the character control ways and quit. Yes, quit from the telnet. Okay. I want to get the access from the 53 or not, or something like 80. You see, trying to connect. I'm unable to access the server. Okay. This is nothing but a telnet and a ping. So this is nothing but a telnet and a ping. Is understood?
Yes, bro. Yeah.
So here, 0% packet loss means our ping is successful. Successful. We got the response from server. We got the response from server. 100%. 100% packet loss means our Ping is failure. So what is that? No response from server. Guys, understood? So yeah. So the other commands, something like will tell you guys. Yeah. So these are the network commands, guys. If ping telnet also. What is that? Telnet, IP address, or host name, port name. Okay. Is this port number what is enabled on the mission or not? So mission or not, we'll find it, guys. Okay. Understood? So we'll continue from tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the either disk management or package management. So yeah. So we have a 2 days. A disk management and package management will complete. So then we'll show you the deployment. So deployment array release. So we'll install the a web server, Apache and Tomcat. So we'll deploy the application on the Apache and Tomcat. So this is a manual process, and so we are using a waterfall model. What is that? Waterfall model. How we are deploying in the waterfall model, we'll show you in the third day, guys. So we need a day 1, day 2, day 3. These 3 days, so we'll discuss this one, and so then we will conclude the Linux, then we'll start the cloud, guys. We'll start the cloud. We'll start the cloud. Okay?
Good, bro. Yeah, good.
Yeah. Thank you, guys. So we'll
Thanks,
continue
bro.
from, yeah.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much.